Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up and Makeup Chat. I'm running 1 minute late because I really wanted some coffee. So I hope you'll forgive me. Also, I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of products out of things for us to discuss because we're talking about Drugstore today. I'm really excited about having this conversation because I feel like between all of us, we've probably tried most of the products in the drugstore. So we can really throw out like the best of the worst, things that are worth the money, things not worth the money, because some drugstores are better at returns than others, and nobody wants to take the time out of their day to have to go return something, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a great conversation all about drugstore and all the things that we love and things that aren't worth it. We're going to just kind of go through the different categories and have a conversation. So if you're joining me not live, I just want to let you know I'm going to take a second and just kind of say hi to the people that are here in chat. I just opened up the chat window, so hopefully there's actually people here. Oh, yay. There's lots of people here. Yay. So I'm going to go up to the top and say hi to Michaela. Hi, Michaela. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Oh, and thank you. She says she loves my hair. Thank you. Anna. Anna says she's a new subscriber. Jessica, Jam Beauty 89 recommended me. Yay. Jessica and I have been friends since she had about 2,000 subscribers. She's amazing. I knew she was going to do well, and I'm very, very happy for her. Jennifer, hello to Jennifer. She's got more of a comment. I'm going to say hi to her. I'm going to read her comment in just a second. Hello to Lorraine. I'm going to go back up to her in a second. Hello to, is that Jennifer again? Yes, Jennifer again. I'm going to read yours in a minute. Hello to Poppy, Sierra, Nikki, Amy, Jean, Stephanie, Lauren, and Texas. Hello. And Fizzy Pop. Hello. So we're going to go ahead and start with Jennifer. She has a question here. She says, Jen, I'm not a pro at makeup. I do more basic natural type looks, but I can work with colors. However, my question is about contouring and highlighting craze. I'm not a fan of that fake chiseled look, but I'm challenging myself into trying new things. Can you do an in-depth video on it, like how to do it, what items to use and what not? I would love to do that. I feel like I've finally gotten a handle on contouring and highlighting. Like it's taken me a lot of trial and error and giving myself a beard and like all kinds of stuff to figure out how to do contouring. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just a mom and a teacher that likes to make makeup videos. So I'm not like a pro. So it's taken me a while, watching a lot of videos. I went to a Sephora class where they gave me some pointers, things like that. So I would love to. And actually, we're going to touch on contouring today. And we actually talked about it, I believe, last week when we talked about cheap products. I did a little talking about how to contour. But I would love to do a video just on contouring. Hopefully, people would take it as, you know, this is what I've personally learned about contouring and that I'm not a makeup artist, and people probably end up picking me apart. But Jen, if you would like that, Jennifer, I should say Jennifer, because I don't know if you like Jen. I would love to do that. I'll put it on my list of things that I really want to do, and we'll cross our fingers that it actually happens. All right, and Jennifer also says, I've watched bigger YouTubers, but they didn't help. It's more like they're putting out videos for money and do not help the audience. Well, I would like to do that. And Poppy, of course you can participate from Greece. I'm so excited that you're here. There is a chat window over here that I'm reading from if you're watching this later on, just so you know where this is coming from, all this reading. Let's see, who else is here? Hi, Crystal. My weekend has been wonderful. Thank you for asking. Hopefully yours has been, well, good as well. Hi, is it San? San from Sweden. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, spell it out phonetically for me so that I don't butcher your name. Sarah, hi. I'm so happy that you're here, Sarah. And Amy is here. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's just start talking about some foundations. Let's just kind of start with like foundations and primers and things like that. Fizzy Puff says, I don't think you need to contour, but contouring is fun. So now that I've got a handle on it, I feel like I can do some contouring. So what I'd love from you all that are in chat is to start typing in some of your favorite primers, eye primers and foundation primers, not foundation, well, you know what I mean, face primers that are from the drugstore, so that I can read some of those out loud for the people that are watching this later. Hello to Helen. Hello, good to see you. Okay, so I heard a rumor that this was being, oh no, that's not primer. I said I was starting with primer first, and I should do that. Let's see, do I have any primers from the drugstore? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, wait a second. Primers from the drugstore, I'm sure that I do. Let me see, hold on a second. Let me look up in here, because that's one thing I did not get. Oh, I got one eye primer. Got one eye primer. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I want to make sure that I get them all so we can talk about them. And I know I look like I'm so unprepared, but I'm not, I promise. I have lots of other things behind me. I just didn't take out the drugstore stuff. Okay. We'll take out some concealers while we're in here. Eyelid primer. Okay. All right, I've taken out what I've got. Okay. So these are the ones that I grabbed right away, and I'll tell you which one's my favorite. I have here, I have had the regular e.l.f. eye primer. Yes, here we go. Here we go. Here's some good stuff. So yes, Michaela. Michaela, if you want a good Pinterest channel, Pinterest test channel, check out Elko, E-L-L-K-O. She does fantastic Pinterest things. I did have a thing called Pinterest Busters that I did for like a while back. Would love to get back into that. There's just no time, man. There's no time. All right, we're here talking about the e.l.f. primer. Okay, I'm going to scroll up and see. Okay, this e.l.f. primer is not the original. This is like a glittery one, but the e.l.f. eye primer is fantastic, very easily accessible. This one is kind of weird. It's white and it's glittery and kind of weird, but it works well if you like that kind of look underneath your eyes, if you like that glitteriness. But the original e.l.f. primer is fantastic. The Wet n Wild and the hard candy ones are kind of meh. I don't think that they're worth the money personally. I don't feel like they're worth it. I would say get the e.l.f. over these. These are not as good as far as making your eye stay on longer. But yes, the eye primer from e.l.f. is fantastic. Another one that I would recommend that you can't get at a drugstore, but it's drugstore pricing, is the eye primer from Coastal Scents. It's actually pretty phenomenal. I would put this up with my high-end primers. It's really, really nice. Let me show you a little bit about it since you may not have seen this before. But it is, see how it's like a peachy kind of color, but then when you blend it in, it does blend into the skin. So it reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay Primer Potion. It really is a wonderful eye primer. I've never seen anybody talk about this. I did buy this. Every time I get something that I didn't pay for, I did buy this with money that Coastal Scents gave me to spend on their website after reviewing some products for them. So I just want to let you know. But they don't know that I bought this. They don't care that I bought it. Like, they're not involved in this video at all. I just really like this primer. I also have their face primer. The face primer is pretty good. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. Here it is. Their face primer is basically just straight up silicone. Like, it's cyclomethicone, dimethicone, squalene. There are parabens in this, so if you don't like parabens, you're not going to like this. So basically, it's you know, silicone and parabens, which probably won't be something that most people will want, and I don't think it's phenomenal. So you know, but their eye primer really is very, very nice. Let me see if there's parabens in this, because I know a lot of people really care about that stuff. There's a lot of parabens in Coastal Scent stuff. Yes, there are parabens. It's way down on the list. It's third from the bottom. So I don't know if that matters to you, but there are parabens in this as well. Okay, let me go up and see some of the suggestions that you guys have said. And I'm going to read them so that people can benefit that are watching this. Milani, yes. Jean says Milani eye primer and the NYX eyeshadow base. That's like the concealer type container, not the pot. Those are her favorites. I've heard wonderful things about the Milani. I did have a Milani one at one point and I lost it. I don't know what happened, but I did like it while I had it. Sammy says the NYX Angel primer is good. Sierra says she's never heard of any good ones. Steph says she uses the e.l.f. glitter primer for everything, actually, even just eyeshadows. Very nice. And then Winnie says, is that Winnie? Winry, the font is kind of squishy. Winry, I love the eye primer from Wet n Wild. I have hooded eyes and it wears like iron for me. So that one works really well for her. That's fantastic because it doesn't seem to be fantastic for me. So depending on your skin type, different primers work differently for each of us. Nikki says she thinks the e.l.f. primer is okay, but if you unscrew the cap and there's so much little product compared, there's less product in there compared to what the bottle size is what she says. Jean says the NYX Pore Filler and the Angel Veil Rimmel Fix and Pro Face Primer for her. Nikki says the e.l.f. eye primer is pretty good though. And then Michelle says, hey, I thought I missed the chat this morning. Why are we chatting so late? Because we do this the last Sunday of the month so that people that can't come in the mornings have an opportunity to come chat once a month. This is, I think, the second or third one we've actually done, but I do want to do this every month, an evening later chat. Let's see. Hello to Beauty for Geeks. Steph says the e.l.f. glitter one, the tube's way better. Really? You think so? Cool, man. And Cruelty Free Connect, hello to you. And Milani eye primer from Yesenia. She says that is the one that she would buy. And Susanna made it to a computer, yay! Winry says, never been able to join the live chat before. I'm so glad you're here, my dear. Lorraine says, Michelle, last Sunday of the month is an evening chat. Thank you for clarifying that, Lorraine. I appreciate it. Hello, Indie Kitty 1. And then Amy says the Urban Decay. Well, we're going to talk about Drugstore right now, Amy, but you are 100% right. I absolutely love that, the Urban Decay eye primer. Andy Kitty 1 says parabens are in blueberries, so no need to worry. Some people care about that stuff. I don't know. Lauren says, I've never used primers because I'm afraid it's going to make me break out. I already have a little bit of problem with breakouts. So anybody that wants to address Lauren, at Lauren, and her last name is A-B-E-I-T-A, if you want to address primer and breakouts and your experiences. Fizzy Pop says she likes the 5 o'clock chat better. Fergie Wet and Wild from Indie Kitty 1. Isabel, lots of love from Sweden. Lots of love to Sweden. Cruelty Free Canuck says Two-Face. Yes, I totally agree with you. We're going to try to stick to Drugstore, though, just because of the theme of the chat. But I definitely agree with you, my dear. Jean says Milani and the Knicks. Nicole says, hi, everyone. Yay, I'm so glad that you're here. Nicole ran a 5K today. Good job, Nicole. She's amazing. Yay. Molly, I have really oily lids, and I swear by the Fergie Wet n Wilds for my eyes. Good stuff. See, that's the stuff we need to know. As a collective brain of makeup awesomeness, we need to know these things. So thank you so much, Molly, for that. All right, so now that we've talked about primers, because we're going to, if we got to keep moving, because there's lots of topics to talk about, let's talk about concealer foundation. Let's do foundation first. I did take out a couple of concealers, but let's talk about foundations and favorite foundations at the drugstore. I'm a huge BB CC cream drugstore person. Like, I love the BB and CC creams that I've gotten from the drugstore. I believe that this one is no longer available except for like on Amazon. The Pond's BB cream was fantastic. Also the Lumine CC cream, I do believe that this is still available. This one is a little bit more full coverage. When you're talking about BB versus CC cream, BB cream is a beauty balm. It's more of a light coverage formula typically, whereas CC cream is color correcting, so you're going to get more coverage with a CC cream. But they both have like SPF and stuff like that in them. Let's see, one that I did not like was the CoverGirl BB Cream Smoothers. I did not like this formula. It was very, very light. It felt a little oily. I just didn't like the formula at all on that. Let's see. Let me see, any other drugstore stuff in here. Let's see. So while I'm talking about this, I need you all to type in your favorite drugstore foundations and BB creams so that I can read those back in just a moment. All right, these are the NYX Mineral Stick Foundations. I got these from my friend Lishi when she went, not last year, but the year before, to IMAT. She came over my house and just dropped off a ton of stuff. She's dark skinned, so she gave me all of her light skin stuff. This is actually a really, really nice foundation if you don't mind the stick formula and then blending it in. It is kind of a medium coverage. You can build it up to a more full coverage, but I don't know if I recommend it for a full coverage because you'll probably look like cake face. But I really do enjoy using these. They're very, very nice. Let me see what else. Okay, here's another good one. Here's some good ones here. Hold on. This one and this one. These are definitely must talk abouts. Must talk abouts right here. These two. These are the last two that I'm going to talk about from my collection. These are ones that I personally absolutely love. Please keep in mind I have normal skin. I don't have breakout issues. I don't have redness issues. I'm not wearing any foundation right now to kind of get you an idea of where my skin is. So I am not the best person to talk about skincare items and, you know, things breaking me out. It just doesn't happen to me. So that poses a problem for me as a reviewer, in that I can't talk to the majority of people on the planet, because the majority of people on the planet have some kind of skin, you know, dryness or oiliness or something like that. So it makes it hard for me. So that's why I need you guys to help me with that. But these are things that work for me. These two right here are both amazing products. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is the normal to oily skin one. I really love this. This is probably my favorite drugstore foundation of all time. I used to be a big Revlon Color Stay person, not the whipped, the regular. I never tried the whipped, but I really like that one a lot. But I switched over to this one. I like this one much better. The original Maybelline Fit, I did not like. It broke down on me very quickly. It just didn't. The lasting power was not good, and I didn't like the way it wore through the day. So that one was not for me, but this one is my favorite now. It is kind of a medium-ish coverage. I use this for filming sometimes. I try not to use a more full coverage foundation for my day-to-day. And then the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is another really, really good one. This one isn't quite my skin tone, so I don't use this one as much, but it still is a phenomenal formula. I've heard more positive things from people about this one than this one. I've heard if you have dry skin that this is terrible, that there is a dry skin version of this. I forget exactly what it's called, but there's one that says normal to dry skin. That would be the one you would want from this brand if you wanted to try this if you were dry skin. But I've heard a lot of good things from people about the L'Oreal more so than the Maybelline. So I'm going to take a second now that I've said my things, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and see what you all are saying about your favorite foundations. Some people we're still talking about primers, so I'm going to not neglect them and read those. Helen says, so many primers are so drying if you have dry skin, and my eyelids are very sensitive. Had to go to a dermatologist to get cream for irritated lids. Oh gosh, that does not sound like fun. Sarah says, I'm loving the evening ones because it's 6:30 where I am and I need to go to church. Thanks, Jen. Yay. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you're able to join right now. Yesenia says the face primer from Rimmel 02 is a staple for her, plus the Nano Blur is great for blur. Very good. Kristen says, eek, I never get to see a chat live. I'm so glad you're here, Kristen. Yay. Pandora says, I heard the same about the Fergie one, that it was good. So that's awesome. I haven't had good luck with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority on that one. So most people are saying, well, Fergie one is very good. So I guess I'm in the minority, which is fine. Totally fine. Maggie, hello, Maggie. It's good to see you. Jean says Maybelline Blur and Smooth is good as an alternate to the Makeup Forever. Very cool, Jean. Thank you so much for that. Indie Kitty 1 says listening so I can get my essay on the burden of proof done. Good luck with that. That doesn't sound... Burden of proof. Ugh. Such a burden to make sure you have proof, isn't it? I just love that term, the burden of proof. Like it's such a burden, you know? All right. Pausing for some coffee. I got my phone just chilling back here. It's like, you guys, we're just hanging out. I'm just hanging out. I got my phone, got my makeup, you know. Let's see. Susanna says she loves the e.l.f. one. So hopefully we'll be getting into some comments about foundation in just a minute. Ju says, I just want to say I love this later chat. It's hard to catch it on the West Coast. So glad that you're here. Yeah, Renee Nicole says she got the e.l.f. contour palette and it's very nice. That's one of my favorites. I definitely want to talk about that today. Sarah's like, woo woo. Cruelty Free Canuck is saying, sorry, I'm not sure why. I think you're amazing. And Leslie says, hello. Didn't think I was going to make it. So glad you're here, Leslie. Sierra says, anyone have good ones for oily skin? My face is always getting oily through the day. So definitely if you have any suggestions for oily skin, Sierra Sager or Sager, S-I-E-R-R-A-S-A-G-E-R is her name. So you can at her if you want to tell her some suggestions for oily skin. Cruelty Free Canucks talking about bases, not or just primers is what she's looking for. Let me see if I can get down to some foundation stuff. Yeah, Susanna got in a car accident. I hope she doesn't mind me telling you this, but she was hit by a car a few days ago and she hurt her knee. So I'm hoping that she's okay as well. Annie says, hopefully she's okay with me telling you that because we were talking about that on Periscope. Annie, hi Annie. Hello everyone. Maybelline Pore Eraser. Haven't tried any drugstore eye primer, but I've heard Wet n Wild is good. Let's see. Jean says Maybelline Better Skin or Matte and Poreless is her favorite. Fizzy Pop says CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. Molly's talking to Sierra. She says the Maybelline Blur and Smooth is nice for oily skin. Thank you so much for that, Molly. I haven't tried the Ready Set Gorgeous Fizzy Pop. I'm curious to see if there's other people that have had that same wonderful experience. Steph says Maybelline Fit Me Poreless because I'm so pale, everything is too dark and orangey on her. Sarah loves the Sonia Kashuk. Pandora's favorite drugstore is the Revlon Color Stay Mousse Whipped. I really need to try that. Anna says she likes the BB from Garnier. Did I not pull that out? Totally didn't. I heard that's being discontinued as well. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I love that one too. I'm totally with you on that one. Let's see. Susanna says she likes the Revlon for normal to dry skin. Helen says L'Oreal has good foundations and concealers. Sammy says Physicians Formula CC is awesome. Coco Chanel says I have the Coco Chanel. I have Pond's Chew. I absolutely love it. So sad they don't make it anymore. I'm totally with you. Lucia says Alma. I'm assuming you mean Almay. Almay Smart Shade is good for you. I didn't have good luck with that one. I don't know what happened with that. It didn't have enough oomph, enough pizzazz for me. But but I'm glad that we're saying that there's two different ways, because, you know, everyone has different opinions depending on their skin and everything. Nikki says BB and CC creams are so heavy for me, I don't like them. Even BB creams, Nikki? Really? I'm surprised. Jean says L'Oreal True Match. Winry says, ugh, I have such oily skin. Seems like nothing works for shine. I use Maybelline Fit Me Matte, but still get shine. Oh. All right. There's a lot going on, and I want to keep going. So I'm going to just stop with reading the comments because I want to keep going. I want to get through all of the different areas. So we're going to go ahead and stop talking about foundations at this point, and we're going to start. I know I feel like I'm pushing you guys through. I want to get to eyeshadows. Let's go into face powders. I have, let's see, a couple of, that's Lorac. Think about Lorac. Lorac does not count. Let's see, face powders. I'm in the wrong drawer. Okay, hold up. Okay, hold on, I gotta stand up here. Milani, yes, the Milani. Cover. Oh, I was gonna do concealers next, but that's okay. Next. So start talking about your favorite face powders, my friends. All right. Revlon, Nearly Naked. All right, here we go. We'll do face powders and then we'll do concealers because I said I was going to do face powders. All right, I have 4 here. Okay, my favorites of these are the Milani. This one is definitely my favorite drugstore powder. Also the Rimmel Stay Matte. I haven't repurchased that in a while, but that one is phenomenal, the Rimmel Stay Matte. The Milani face powder and the multitasking face powder, this one is in medium. This is a phenomenal face powder from the drugstore. Highly recommend this one. Again, normal skin, so keep that in mind when I'm recommending. The NYX blotting powder, it's mattifying. I really like this one a lot as well. These are ones that I don't like quite as much. This is the regular CoverGirl. This one John actually bought when he was doing makeup stuff and trying to experimenting with makeup. This is in translucent light. I used this a few times. It was fine, but nothing stands out. I like the other 2 better. Another one that I didn't care for was the Wet n Wild CoverAll pressed powder in light medium. Didn't care for that at all, and did not care for the Revlon Nearly Naked. This was like, not nearly naked. It was like naked, like nothing. There was nothing happening with this. This was definitely not my favorite. I don't know why it still exists. It probably still exists because I haven't decluttered this and I haven't really talked much about it. And I like to inform you guys of things I don't like just as much as things that I do like. So those are some of my powder suggestions and not suggestions. I'm going to just skim through the rest of the foundation and see if there's anything else. Leanne's here. Hi, Leanne. Sierra says Maybelline Fit Me and CoverGirl Outlast are her favorite foundations. Let's see. Gina's here. Yay. Hi, Gina. Glad you're here. Pandora says the Rimmel Matte is super good for oily skin. So that's good to know. Sammy is talking about the CoverGirl. It's cruelty free. Really? Oh, she's going cruelty free. She says she loves the CoverGirl, but she's going cruelty free, so she needs a new holy grail. Jean says she's super dry, but she doesn't like the luminous look, so she has to use regular with matte foundations. Steph says she loves her Almay Smart shade too. Huh, okay. I guess I'm in the minority for that one too. All right, Emily, the matte BB cream from Rimmel is horrible. Yes, it is. Totally agree. Not matte and Hello Orange. Totally agree. I don't know why Pond stopped making the BB cream. All right, I feel bad, but I'm gonna skip down because I want to hear what you guys are saying. I see a sorry Ipsy from Sarah. Oh no, I don't know what happened. I skipped down. Okay, I have to get down to where we're talking about powders so we can keep going. Everyone's talking about Bourjoisie. Some people are saying they broke out from it. Some people are saying that it's awesome. Okay, let's see. Powders. We got to get into the powders. Where do you guys start talking about powders? Rimmel Stay Matte. Yes, Rimmel Stay Matte's amazing. It's so good. Hold on a minute. Okay, Beauty Hall 411 says, Jen, have you heard about the Boost No. 7 anti-aging serum? They say it's amazing. I just ordered it from Target, and you can use code BOOTSPPie to get $2 off. That's good to know. I have one product from Boots, and it is this right here. Look at this. Really? What was I thinking? Like, what? Hello, like I don't know if you guys can see the color difference. Let me switch over. Can you guys see how different that is from my actual skin tone? Like I don't know what I was thinking. It was sitting there, like looking like this, and I bought it thinking it was my skin tone. Like what? I guess it's not that far off, but it's dark. Like it's dark. I guess it doesn't look that far off, but when I put it on my face, it's way too dark. But I really love it. And it smells good. So I use this in the summertime. It's so funny. It looks like it actually blends in. It's extremely cool toned. This is in the shade Cool Beige. Cool Beige, very cool tone. Now I've got foundation on my skin. What was I thinking? But that's the only Boots product that I own. But definitely keep me informed about that, Beth, about how that works for you and if it's good. Please, please, Miss Beth. Okay, I'm going to switch back over. Okay, I want to see about the powders, what you guys said about powders. Helen says it takes her forever to get through face powders, so she's no help. She uses them only in her T-zone. Everyone's saying Rimmel Stay Matte, the Fit Me powder, and Rimmel Stay Matte for sure. Let's see. I'm just going to scroll down from there. I'm sorry if I missed your comment. Maggie says I just picked up the NYX HD powder, only tried it once so far. What do you think so far, Maggie? Michaela says I love the Wet n Wild color icon, though it's a bronzer. It's light enough for face powder. Okay, I haven't tried that one. The only Wet n Wild I've ever tried is this one. This is the color icon. No, this is no. Wait, yeah, this is a coverall pressed powder. I didn't really like that, but that's good to know. Rimmel Stay Matte and Translucent is Pink Obsession's favorite. The e.l.f. HD powder is Steph's favorite. Let's see. Yeah, Nicole says, I like, from Yay or Nay, Nicole says, I like Sonia Kashuk loose powder, but it's almost the price of department store. Everybody's saying Rimmel Stay Matte, Rimmel Stay Matte. I mean, it really is a fantastic powder, and it's so cheap. It's like $2 or $3. Nikki says for drugstore I can use any face powders. They all work pretty good. I love the e.l.f. HD for under eye setting powders. I've never tried that one. That's good to know. See, I learned just as much from you guys as you learned from me. I swear. I probably learned more from you guys. Fizzy Pop, not exactly drugstore, but affordable, is the Avon loose translucent powder. That's good to know. Everyone's saying Rimmel Stay Matte. Sierra, I used the Pro Matte from Rimmel and still shine. Any better ones? Nicole says Rimmel Stay Matte, but the ones from Catrice are very good. Catrice, can I say that right? Catrice are very good and very cheap. That's good to know. Thank you so much for that, Nicole. Let's see how we look on time. We got 1 more minute for powders. All right. Whitney says, I like HD powders a lot. I know they can have flashback, but I feel like they really absorb and prevent my oils and a lot, and also make my skin look younger than it is. Winry says, I really love this one by e.l.f. It's a high definition one. It looks really tan, but it's not. It's in the black bulky packaging, so it's inconvenient to carry around. LOL. Gina says, favorite face powder right now is IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation, and LOL, opposite of the wheel, Wet n Wild face powder. No judgments here. Haha. Awesome. All right. Susanna says, not sure if Bye Bye Pores is considered drugstore. Not really, but you know, it's okay. We could still mention it. We know rules, really. Leanne says the NYX Banana Yellow powder is so good. That is so good to know. Beauty for Geek says mine used to be Revlon. I wonder what it is now. Okay, a couple more. Lauren says, what are HD powders for exactly? LOL, stupid questions. Girlfriend, I just thought it was a gimmick, to be completely honest. When I saw HD, I'm like, man, they're just throwing a word in there just to get people to buy it. You know, it's like, you know, when people start throwing fruit and things, just because like, oh, that sounds like it tastes delicious, so maybe I would like it on my face, you know. I thought it was just a gimmick, but I guess maybe there is a thing behind HD. I personally don't know, honestly. We'll see if anybody knows in the chat. I bet you somebody knows what the real thing is behind HD. You know, when I think of banana powders, I always think of deep skin, like that those are specifically for like deep skin, for like warm skin tones. I don't know why I always thought that. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what's in my brain. Steph says, the Coty Air Spun used sparingly is good. All right, it's 5:30, so we're moving on to the next topic, concealers. And we're going to zip through concealers pretty quickly because I want to make sure we get to the good stuff, the stuff that I think is good, which is blush and eyeshadows, mascara, things like that. And we only got 30 minutes left. So Favorite concealers, the Instant Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles. Love this. This is by Maybelline. This is fantastic. Also, the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. This is quite oily, though. I do want to warn you, this is quite oily. So if you have oily skin, you probably will not like this. If you have problems with creasing under your eyes, you probably will not like this. But if you have dry skin, this may be one to try. Normal to dry skin, this may be one to try. I really like it a lot. I think it's fantastic. And this is the other one that I really love. If you have anything special you want to say about concealers, feel free to put that in the comments now, but I'm just going to go ahead and move on because I want to keep going. I want to talk about blushes and eyeshadows and highlighters, and there's so much to talk about. Oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed, especially mascara. I have to get to mascara. So, oh, and lip products. Oh my goodness, we're never going to get to it. Okay, so let's talk about, oh, I'm feeling the pressure. Let's go into blush. Well, you know what? We talked about blush last week. We talked about drugstore blushes last week. So let's skip blush and let's go into eyeshadow. Okay. So I got out a ton of drugstore eyeshadow. Look at this. This is a problem. This is a problem. Woo! I'm dropping it. No, please don't be broken. No. No, that's my Elf Everyday Smoky phone. I mean, this is a serious issue. Like, what is this? I do have a YouTube channel that I do this stuff for, but still. All right. I have a whole video on these Elf. We're going into eyeshadow, so feel free to type anything you want about drugstore eyeshadows. Okay, these Elf palettes are actually pretty nice. I have a whole video on them. They're pretty wonderful. My favorite one is the Knead It Nude. I compare it to my high-end shadows. These perform just as good as the high-end shadows, but except for the Knead It Nude, they all seem to wear down pretty quickly. So you can't really carry these from day into night. It'll last you through a school day, through a work day, but you know, here they really perform very, very well. I was shocked at how much I love these, but I have a whole video on these. I also have a whole video on the, where did it go? On the L'Oreal La Palette Nude 1 and Nude 2. I decluttered Nude 2. It's not for me. I feel like it's more for deeper skin tones, but I do like the Nude 1. It is very nice. It's not I don't compare it to high-end shadows at all, but it is nice for a drugstore palette. If you're looking for a nice drugstore palette, this one's good. But the Elf ones you can't get in the stores. So if you want to get one that's actually in the stores, I would recommend this one out of all of them, but it's not as easy to use as the Elf ones. But it's good. It's definitely good. Another one that I really like, I feel like the NYX palettes are kind of hit and miss. I feel like the smaller NYX palettes are not very good most of the time, but I actually really liked this one a lot. This is the Go-To palette, La Palette Indispensable. I guess, oh, says Wanderlust as the shades. This actually is a really nice palette if you can find this. I really like this a lot. And you've got your nice shades here. You've got a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight there. They're all very nice. Let me just swatch the highlight for you. It's very pretty. I can do it quickly. Love, love, love that. Love, love, love that. And then the NYX Avant Pop, I've only used this twice, and I liked it both times that I used it. So these are a recommend. But I don't really like the ones like the Love in Paris and Love in Rio. Those are not good, in my opinion. I did not like the way that they performed. I decluttered them, so they're gone out of my collection. Another one that I don't recommend is the Jessie's Girl Backstage collection. I got this off of Ipsy when they had one of those deals. I got some eyeliners, and I got this. This does not perform very well. There's maybe 2 or 3 shadows in here that are good out of the whole palette, so I don't recommend that one either. I do have a video on the La Palettes and the hard candy ones. There's a whole drugstore palette video that you can find on my channel if you want more information about those. Some more recommends are from Coastal Scents, the Hot Pots, the Build Your Own Palette Hot Pots. Really, really like these a lot. I built this palette, and I'm so happy that I did. I love this palette. It just has a bunch of hot pots in it. This was one that they sent me in addition to some other stuff that they sent me for review. And I've used these some here and there, but I really love the Coastal Scents Hot Pots. Another company that's kind of inconsistent is BH Cosmetics. BH Cosmetics palettes overall I do not like. I feel like they're powdery. I feel like they don't perform well, but this one is the exception to me. This is the Galaxy Chic palette. I talk about this all the time. Really love this. I'm turning it upside down so that you don't see the mirror reflecting,
but it's a really nice bright color palette. It's inexpensive. It's on sale all the time. It's on Haute Look. Even on the BH Cosmetics website, it's on sale a lot, and it's really fun to play with for bright colors. Also touching into more coastal scents, the Reveal palettes. I do have all three. If I were to recommend any of these three, I would recommend the original Revealed. I feel like it's the most consistently good out of the three. It's got some really nice cool tone shades if you like cool tones. The Revealed 2 is more pinks, pinks and burgundies and things. This one is, I would say 80% of the palette is good and awesome. The Revealed 3, I would say about 70% of the palette is good and awesome. This is the hardest palette I've ever had to work with. I mean, the colors are all over the place. There's weird, I mean, just weird combinations of shades. Like, I don't know. I just was not impressed with this palette at all. After this review of this, Coastal Scents stopped sending me things. So, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I liked your other products. I don't like this one. But what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So, yeah. So this was my least favorite. I still love Coastal Scents though. I still order stuff from them all the time. But wow, I'm dropping things. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was the Wet n Wild palettes. These things are amazing. They're so awesome. They're so fabulous. I know you guys are putting all kinds of really great comments, and I feel like I'm talking too much. But I want to talk just a little bit more about some single eyeshadows. We want to talk about okay, Milani. Bella shadows are fabulous. They're so creamy and amazing. If you're going natural and organic, the Pacifica eyeshadows are fabulous. These single shadows are amazing. I got a Pacifica eyeshadow once that I could not stand, and then ever since then, I've liked every single Pacifica eyeshadow I've ever gotten. Oh my gosh, amazing, amazing, amazing. Another thing too is very good is the L'Oreal Infallibles. These are awesome. This one is in Amber Rush. I love that. ColourPop eyeshadows are hit and miss for me. I don't like the ones that have glitter in them. By the end of the day, I've got glitter on my cheeks. I do not like that look. So I don't like the glittery ones, but I do enjoy the matte ones. Don't feel like they're as easy to work with because of the cream formula. Makes it a little more tricky to work with. I mean, they can be worked with, but they're not my favorite, to be honest. The color tattoos are very hit and miss for me. The only one that I would say actually recommend from the whole color tattoo line of things that I've tried is the one in Bad to the Bronze. This is by far my favorite. It is a wonderful, wonderful shade, and I would recommend this one. But other than that, I haven't thoroughly enjoyed any other color tattoos but this one. All right, another one that I wanted to mention here is the Maybelline Eye Studios. These are actually pretty good if you can find color ranges that you like, but they're kind of pricey. So I don't know if it's worth the price. Did I mention this? The Comfort Zone by Wet n Wild. Big, huge thumbs up on that one. And I'm going to take a second to scroll down and see if there's any comments because we're 20 minutes from the end and I didn't even get into mascaras or eyeliners. And I really want to get into that. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to scroll up. Pacifica eyeshadows, you can get those at Target. They sell them at Target, Jean. Let me see if I can go up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to start here. Pink Obsession says Coastal Scents, BH Cosmetics, some and Morphe single pots are great. I just did an order from Morphe, so I'm very excited to get that in the mail from Morphe. I got one of the Build-Your-Own palettes, and then I got one of their pre-built palettes because I want to use them for comparison for Coastal Scents and BH Cosmetics. San says, oh, there are so many brands we can't get here in Sweden. Have to go to the U.S. again and shop some. I would love to know what brands you have in Sweden and what brands are good for you. I would really love to know more about international makeup. If you send me an email at JenLuvsReviews@gmail.com, I would really love, if you live in another country and you have brands that we can't get here in the U.S. that you love, please let me know because I wanna build my knowledge about makeup just all over the world. So Winry says she loves the Galaxy palette, just got it last month. It's so pretty. Annie says she doesn't have any drugstore eyeshadows. Nikki says Makeup Geek sold online at Makeup Geek. Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I got some on her very first release of eyeshadows, and I really enjoyed those. Those are actually here, the ones that I have for Makeup Geek. I put them in this giant palette here. These up here are my Makeup Geek shadows. Those are all the ones that I own. I never got any more after the initial release. Let me make sure these are Coastal Scents down here. I'm pretty sure they are. Let me see. No, this is Makeup Geek. I guess these are all Makeup Geek. These must be all Makeup Geek, except for I think this one. Other than that, these are all Makeup Geek. This one is actually really cool. I love this one. This is in Raspberry. Oh my gosh, this is an amazing shadow. And it's got this, it's this red with this gold glitter. Oh my gosh, it is so fun. So fun, so fun. I haven't used it in a while. I need to use that at some point because it's totally fun. But yeah, Makeup Geek shadows are amazing. At least the ones that I got when she first released them, I really like. Let's see. Let's see. Winry says she hated the Reveal 3 so bad. I'm not the biggest fan of it either. Let's see. Nicole says she just ordered the Makeup Geek blush palette. It was half off. Yes. Helen's laughing. The Coastal Scents got me off. I don't know if it was because of the review. They just never sent me anything anymore after that. Let's see. Fizzy Pop says her friend from England sent her a bunch of MUA products and she loved them. Steph says the NYX Prismatics are good. I don't know. I don't know if they really stopped sending it to me because of that. That's what I'm assuming, because that was when it stopped. And every other review that they sent that palette to was on their website. Mine was not. Sammy says, anyone try Makeup Revolution? I have not tried that yet. I should, though. Bad Kitty Beauty says her daughter loves Wet n Wild, but she's allergic. Cruelty Free Connect says she wants Pacifica, but it's 3 times the price there. Oh, Tina says, I haven't opened my Revealed 3 either. Let's see. Nicole says you need to try the Zoeva palettes, the best ones for like $20. I don't know that brand. That's awesome. Jin says the Light Pacific eyeshadows aren't as good as their darker colors. That's good to know. All right, so we have to actually move on because it's 5:42, and I want to get into especially mascaras because that's really important to me to get into that. I do want to mention a few pencil products before we move on. Let's do, well, a few like liner products. One that I really want to highlight is the NYX Wonder Pencil. I really love this product. It's really, really nice. It's great for covering up blemishes or dark spots. It's very good for brightening up the under eye. I've used this for a lip liner, like when my lipstick's going out of control, like lining the outside of my lips and kind of blending it in. We did this on Periscope one day. I was on Periscope and I'd used the dark color, not before this week's What's Up in Makeup, before the week before. And I was like, man, I should have used a lip liner. And everybody's like, NYX Wonder Pencil. And I was like, I have that. And I broke it out and it worked great for like a lip liner, just to kind of get rid of any mistakes from my lipstick that I had done. I'd done a liquid lipstick from ColourPop and it all went bad. So this really saved me. So highly recommend that. The Jessie's Girl eyeliners. These are my favorite liquid eyeliners of all the liquid eyeliners I've tried. I like them better than the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner and Trooper. I like it better than the Stila liquid liner. These are amazing. This is the blue and the brown. These are the new ones. I also have the black. The black was the original one that I got, and I absolutely love it. Oh, this shirt's from Express. I got it right before I went to New York. Someone had asked about that. Supposedly, Cruelty Free Canuck says the Essence Lip Pencil is amazing. A lot of people using the white NYX pencil as a shadow base. Yes, the white pencil in Milk is fantastic for an eyeshadow base. Totally agree. Totally agree. Also want to give note to, these were given to me by JCat Beauty for review. But again, they don't know I'm making this video. They don't know, like, they're not involved in this at all. The hashtag MOTD eyeliners, just be prepared with a sharpener because a lot of times the tips will break off on your first use. So you just have to sharpen them up, but they're really fantastic eyeliners. This one, let me just show you. They're just really opaque. This is a matte green and it's called Tropical Green. And then this one is the white one. This is called Pure White. And then this one is called, I just randomly grabbed 3. They sent me a ton of them. This one is called Sunrise Blue. But they stay very nicely in the waterline. They're very easy to use, and I really like this formula a lot. But yes, Jessie's Girl is sold at Rite Aid. Some people are talking about that. But I've never found the eyeliners there. I think you have to order them off of jessiesgirl.com. If you're looking for a drugstore eyeliner that you really, really like,
drugstore eyeliner that you really, really like that makes sense. The Maybelline Master Precise is one that I've used and really liked, but I don't think it's as good as the Jessie's Girl. But if you want one that's actually good from the drugstore, that's one that I would recommend. It just doesn't last that long. Steph, the NYX Curve is the one that she recommends. That one did not work for me because it seeped into my fine lines. It kind of spidered out into my fine lines. So that one did not work for me. But if you don't have fine lines, the NYX Curve may work for you. As Steph, do you have fine lines? Does that do that to you? Apparently it doesn't. Tiffany says her favorite eyeliner she's used was Bare Mineral Lasting Line. That is a very nice one. Alyssa says, made it to the chat, it's going to end in 15 minutes, but I'm so glad you're here anyway. See, Tiffany, or gel eyeliners, her favorite is Essence. Yeah, the Essence products, I'm just starting to really get into the Essence products. I really, really like them a lot so far. Marcel is a very good brand as well, cruelty-free Canuck, absolutely. All right. So we're starting to run out of time. We got 15 minutes left, and I have to talk about mascara. I have to, because this is one of those things, and I didn't talk about lip products at all either. So hopefully we'll be able to get into some lip products. Mascara is one of those things that I truly believe no one, in my opinion, should buy high-end mascara unless you just want a fancy mascara just to say you have a fancy mascara. I feel like genuinely mascara does not need to be bought high-end. Period. No exception. There's no high-end mascara that I've ever tried, and I've tried a lot, that I think could beat out these mascaras that I'm about to show you. There's 3. Actually, there's 4, sort of. 3.5. 3.5. First one, Maybelline Lash Sensational. Fantastic mascara. Starts off a little wet, but as it ages a bit, fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Let me show you the wands. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Right here. Right here. Oh. Compared to the Benefit Roller Lash, it's amazing. I have a video comparing the two, and this one looks better than the Roller Lash. Another one, very famous for being awesome, the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. Got this from my girl, Victoria Donelda. Have now repurchased it twice. Brush looks absolutely boring. Formula is phenomenal. Brand new purchase from, not purchase, brand new to me through the Ipsy swag bag from Generation Beauty, the Essence I Heart Extreme mascara. Another phenomenal mascara. Phenomenal. Like, I'm not even kidding. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Another one. This is my half. This is the L'Oreal Double Extend. Don't get the blue one, though. Get the red one. The red one is better than this one. It's got primer on one side. The primer is good, but the mascara on this one is not as good. So I pair the primer with another mascara, and this works great. But the red one, both sides perform well. Elise says she loves the Lash Sensational. Steph says she don't splurge on mascara. Like, what's the point? Absolutely, absolutely. And this is one I truly, wholeheartedly, from the depths of my soul, believe that drugstore mascaras these are actually better than the high-end mascaras that I've tried. The only exception for high-end mascara that I would say that works just as good as these is the Urban Decay Perversion. I love this mascara. It is incredible, but I don't feel like it's worth the price difference at all. So I still, even though this is phenomenal and maybe this much better than these, it's not worth it. No one's going to know the difference. Like, I promise you, no one will be able to tell, like, wow, you must have expensive mascara on. Nobody's going to say that to you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. All right. All right, so now we've talked about a little bit about mascara. Let's see. Okay, let me read some of your things. Cruelty Free Connect says Essence, the pink tube is better than Sex mascara. Susanna says the Essence mascara, Revlon Volume, and Maybelline Lash Sensational. Stephanie says favorite is Almay's Get Up. I think it's Get Up and Grow, but you're absolutely right, Stephanie. That's another fantastic. The Almay. Yes, totally agree. Totally agree. Let's see. Any drugstore dupe for for the Defensals mascara by Lancome. Any of those. Let's see. Beauty for Geeks. Oh, look at Morphe. I bought 4 pounds. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me go back up. Wet n Wild. Fizzy Pop says the Wet n Wild mascara in the pink tube is good for you. Is that this one? Is this the one you're talking about? This one, the Max Volume one? I thought this one was good. I didn't think it was as good as the other ones, but it's good. I definitely think it's worth the purchase for the price, but yeah. Let me go up and see some of these other mascaras. L'Oreal Voluminous Fiber Lash Mascara. I've heard wonderful things. Leslie says that that's amazing. Sierra says I should do a mascara giveaway with my used mascaras. Dupe for the Urban Decay Perversion. I don't think there is a dupe. I think the Urban Decay version is in a class of its own, but I don't think anybody is going to be able to tell the difference if you're using one of these. These are the amazingness right here. Where's my other one? These three. No one's going to be able to tell the difference. Nobody's going to be able to tell the difference. But Urban Decay version is very good. Let's see. Elf's Mineral Mascara, Whitney says. It's $3 and it's her favorite mascara. No clumps, super lengthening on her lashes. She has tubes of better than sex, perversion, etc. Very good. If you want the Sills Booster XL by Lancome, if you want a dupe for that, which is the lash primer, I'm telling you, this is just as good. The L'Oreal Double Extend, the primer side, is just as good, especially in the red tube. Especially in the red tube. All right, let's talk about lips. We need to talk about lips before we go. We've got 10 minutes left, and I want to get into some lip products. And he says, UD Perversion can take my money. It's formula, application, ease, and final results. It's Bay. Get it, Annie. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. All right, tubing mascara. Helen wants to know about tubing mascara. What I've heard is that tubing mascara, it actually like wraps your lash in like a tubey kind of formula. I don't know, man. Dry tart. I lost it. All right, Betty Ann says, love the Maybelline mascara. It's amazing. All right. Let's move on. Let's talk about some lip products. Oh, and then we got to talk about contour. Oh, my goodness. All right, so lip products. My favorite liquid lipstick of all time, my favorite formula, and people may disagree with me on this, is the ColourPop liquid lipstick. This stuff is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's cheap. It's awesome, and I love it. I've heard of inconsistencies in the formula. I don't know if I've noticed that, but I personally love them. Some no's for me. The NYX liquid suedes are no's for me. I don't enjoy those. They flake off my lips, and they're drying, and I don't like them. The NYX soft matte lip creams, those go on patchy for me. I don't like those. I do like the Rimmel Show Off lip velvets. These, though, I feel like the shade range is not enough for me. Like, I want more. You know, more shade range. Some regular lip products. Again, the ColourPop Lippy Sticks are phenomenal. Totally in love with those. These do not get enough love. These Revlon sticks, every single formula they've ever put out in these Revlon sticks, I love them. I love them so much to the depth of my soul. I love these things, every formula. The matte ones, the regular ones, the shiny ones. I love them. I love them so much. Just a little note about the Milani lipsticks. I wanted to note this real quick. These things have a really strong smell. So if you don't like strong smells, do not buy the Milani ones. But it smells like watermelon. But and also the formula can get a bit thick. As it ages, it gets kind of sticky. So these are not my favorites. One product I would recommend that I really like, that I don't know where it is right now, is Rimmel's Airy Fairy is one of my favorites. The Rimmel lipsticks are amazing. I'm reading some of the things here. Let's see. Yesenia says Maybelline. Oh, I'm going too fast. It's going too fast. I'm losing it. Wah! Okay. Okay. Helen says, I'm getting to think that lipstick, lip gloss may be the same as mascara. No need to go high end. You know, I hate to say it. I do. I love my high-end lipsticks. I think there's a difference. I do think there's a difference. But is it enough difference to justify the price? That's where the question is. Is it enough difference? Like, these are really good, and I love them. But there's something about putting on a high-end lipstick that just, I don't know what it is. Like, it's like it gets into my heart and soul, and it's like brings me to another plane of existence when I use a high-end lipstick. I don't know. Like, I just got this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick that is on my floor because I didn't want to mention it, but I can't help it. But the formula is so good. Bite Beauty, another brand of lipstick, like just the way it feels on the lips. And it really is a feeling rather than an actual performance, because this lasts just the same as lipsticks, as like the Rimmel ones. I would say this lasts the same amount of time. This is 5 times the price. It lasts the same amount of time, but there's something about the way it feels when it goes on that's like a smoothness that gives you that luxury feeling that I really like. And I have the same thing with the Bite Beauty lipstick, same thing with
What else? Trying to think. I have a YSL lipstick, same thing. Like there's a smoothness to it. But for the average typical person, I don't think it's worth the price difference. But for me, as a junkie, I feel like sometimes, every once in a while, it is worth the price difference. That's my opinion. I'm gonna throw that back on the floor because it doesn't belong in this video. But anyway, I'm just saying. Nikki says the NYX liquid suede stink. Totally agree with you. Let's see. Sammy says the hard candy chubby sticks. Big surprise. Very nice. Kat Von D. I know it's high end. I like the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks as well. And I've heard great things about her lipsticks. Cruelty Free Canuck says, are the ColourPop liquid lipsticks greasy? No. She loves the liquid lip and the lip pencils. If you love the lip pencils and you'd rather do that, you can take the lip pencil and use that and put a lip balm over top of it, and you've magically created a lippy stick. If you feel like you don't want to invest in lippy sticks, don't worry about it. Just get the lip pencils and put a lip balm over it, and you've made a lippy stick. But no, they are not oily or greasy. If you're worried about it at all, then I would say get the matte ones. The matte ones are good. And the satin ones. I think they're satin ones. Lumiere is phenomenal. I really love Lumiere. Okay, it's 5:56. I have to go out to dinner with my family, so I can't stay too long past 6 because I promised them. Another vote for Wet n Wild Chubby Sticks. Wet n Wild Mega Last Lipsticks, but they always smudge on me. Yes, what I've noticed about the Wet n Wild, okay, they're cheap. They look nice on initial application, but if you got a dark color, girlfriend, you better watch out because it's going to be in lip liner or no lip liner. You're going to have it all like, you're going to look like, what's her name? What's that chick's name on YouTube? Colleen. I'm drinking a sip of coffee to procrastinate. Miranda Sings. Girlfriend, you're going to look like Miranda Sings with those Wet n Wild lipsticks. If you do not wear it, unless you have like the best lip liner ever, because they just start going all over. Not cool. The ones that are not dark, though, you can probably get away with. The other thing is that they get hard really quick. Like they get like rock hard. They dry out, and it's just not a pleasant experience to use them anymore. Yes, Miranda Sings, thank you very much. But yes, that's my feeling about lip products. Since we have a couple seconds left, I do want to talk about this because this is my baby. This is my baby right here. This is the e.l.f. Contour Palette. Like, if I lost this or if anything happened to this, I would cry. Like, this is, you don't like her? Pandora says she doesn't like Miranda Sings. I like her. I think she's funny. She was just a comic character. She reminds me of It's Pat. Do you remember that from Saturday Night Live a long time ago? Like a different version of that. Marlene says, I did not have that problem at all with the Wet n Wild. What kind of lips do you have? I don't know. They're typically dry, actually. They are kind of dry, and I do have a little bit of fine lines here and there. Like, you can't see them in the camera, but I can see them up close. But yes, oh my gosh. If you can get your hands on this from the e.l.f. website, oh my goodness, amazing. Just as good as my high ends. It is so fabulous. It is very natural looking. Let me show you the contour. Let me see, put it in a spot where you guys can see it. But it's super natural looking, like really natural, right there. Just, it's cool. It's neutral tone. It's not even cool tone. It's neutral tone, which is what you need for a contour palette. Somebody is at my door. That is not good. Hold on a second. Let me look and see if I can see. Who in the world is at my door? Okay. It's my kid's friend. I'm going to let him ring the doorbell a couple of times. He'll go away. I feel bad. But I can't. I'm in the middle of chat, and the kids aren't even home. Oh, wait. Who is it? Would you say Milani what? Oh, no. Please say what, Milani? Jen, please say the Milani matte lip line has a different light vanilla smell. I didn't realize that. So there you go. Yesenia has told us that. The new illuminating palette, I heard that it's available, and I want to get it, and I haven't gone online to get it yet. But yes, let me see. What did I want to show you? Highlights before we go. The JCat Beauty highlight, honestly, I love this. And this is another thing that was sent to me. Now I'm looking at it and it's like, wait a second, is this thing like dying on me? It's not highlighting as well. So subtle highlight for that one. I don't know why I had in my head that I really love that one, but it's not treating me nicely at all right now. City Color in general has really good cheek products in general. You can get these at Five Below. You can get them on the City Color website. Lauren is talking about Sephora give me more lip. Whitney says, I got to get that stupid Alpha contour palette. Every time I watch one of Jen videos, I remember that I need to put on my to-do list. Rivals the Smashbox one. It does. This is another one that's really, really good. This is the highlight. This highlight. See, that's not even impressive right now either. What is going on here? All right. For reals impressive. For reals. ColourPop highlights. This I can vouch for. ColourPop highlights are amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's see the difference. I don't know. Can you even see that? I don't think you're going to be able to see that. These perform better on the face than they do on my arm. I swear they do. I promise you. They do. They're not performing for me on my arm right now. I feel like I'm being hypocritical right now. Not hypocritical, but you know what I'm saying. Ones that I don't like, the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. I didn't care for that one. It's just a weird shade. It's very, very, very pink. This one here in Gleam. Very pink. Very, very pink. All right. It is now 6:01. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and see if there's any last thoughts. Oh, what just happened? Oh, goodness. Hold on a minute. What just happened? Somehow I ended up out of the chat room. I don't know what just happened. Hold on. Okay. I accidentally exited out for a second. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. Anyway. Hi, Lauren. I'm saying your name again. Lauren Weber. Lauren Weber. Lauren Weber. All right. Oh, Samara, thank you for mentioning the Wet n Wild Fergie Hollywood Boulevard. People talk about that all the time. Cheap crap dies. What are you talking about? Pandora. Wisp, yes. Yes, Wisp from ColourPop is fabulous. Susanna says she loves Physician Formula highlighters. Samara says, I'm telling you, it's so good. It's intense and huge and a good price. Yes, I've heard wonderful things about that, my dear. Cruelty Free Canuck says she has Hippo Purple Highlight. She hates it. Okay, that's good to know. Hollywood Boulevard. Everyone's talking about that. I need to get it for my collection. A name that I cannot pronounce because I believe it's Chinese. I don't want to butcher it. I'm not even going to try. There's a BH Cosmetics highlight palette, and it's amazing, wonderful. That is really good to know. Thank you for so much for that. JCat Beauty, Yesenia, the shade is Coconut Islands. Coconut Islands, and it's very nice. I don't know why they're not, like, they all look the same here. They all look exactly the stinking same on there, but I swear they look better on my cheeks. Lauren says, Jen, go to dinner. I think if you talk any faster, smoke will come out of your ears. I know. I'm just trying to get all this information into this video. I'm so sorry. I know some people, especially if English is not your first language, I know that this is like probably just ridiculous. Like, click off. Like, you can't even understand me, and I apologize for that. Annie says the Rimmel bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana is great for a subtle natural highlight glow for a no makeup plus it has SPF. Thank you so much for that, Annie. All right, it is 6:03. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, good, I said your name right, Samara. Yay, I'm so glad. All right, I'm gonna get going. Did not mention the City Color contour palette. This is fantastic, but it's super pigmented. It's kind of hard to work with, but it works really, really well. Cruelty Free Canuck says she uses the Makeup Geek foiled highlight, and it's awesome. All right. Ariel says, I came in late, but what did you think about the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana? I don't own it, but I've heard that it's fantastic. And everybody here is saying that it's fantastic. And then Sierra says, wait, what happened? Louisiana, I don't know, I lost it. Everybody's saying, go to dinner, go to dinner. I know. If you enjoyed this chat and you want to continue chatting with me on a regular basis, follow me on Periscope. It's a Twitter company, and you don't have to have Twitter in order to do it, but you do have to have a phone that can, I think you have to have an Apple product. I'm not sure if it's for Android yet, but I think they're working on it. It might be, but we do these all the time. I get ready every single morning, and you can also watch them on replay for 24 hours afterwards. So we really have a great time on Periscope. We chat like this all the time. So and then we also have the What's Up and Makeup app you can drop by. I just realized my hair looks like, because I just air dried it. This is what it looks like when I do nothing to my hair, like nothing. I put a little bit of
leave-in conditioner and nothing, and I'm looking at it like, oh. But anyway, I'm going to get going. I'm not going to read anything else because then I'll be here for the rest of the night and my family's going to kill me. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me in chat today. If there's something that you want to say or something that you feel like I didn't see or something you really want to make known, please take a second after this video ends and type it into the comments underneath the video so they can last forever, because the comments over on the side do not stay. Like the whole chat window, everything we said will be gone. So if you want something to stick to this video so people can use it as suggestions, so people can use it for reference, take a moment after the video ends and type it into the comments so that we can have it forever. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in chat at 10 a.m. Eastern time next Sunday. Mad love. I'll see you soon. Bye.